You are facing an impossible fight. It could be at work, against an unjust system. It could be at home, in a relationship that seems broken beyond repair. It could be an internal battle against an addiction or a deep-seated fear. You look at the odds, and you know you cannot win. Despair begins to set in. You want to give up. But what if Krishna's guidance isn't about how to win? What if it's about how to fight in a way that makes you spiritually invincible, even if you lose? This is one of the most profound and practical teachings in the Bhagavad Gita. It is a spiritual technology for transmuting struggle into strength and defeat into liberation. When you face a battle you know you cannot win on a material level, you have been given a precious opportunity to win a far greater victory on a spiritual level. This wisdom will change not only how you fight, but why you fight. It will give you the strength to face any hopeless situation with courage, grace, and an unbreakable sense of inner peace. The entire Bhagavad Gita is spoken on a battlefield to a warrior who believes he is in a hopeless situation. Arjuna sees the mighty, undefeated warriors on the other side and his own kinsmen, and he is convinced that winning this war will bring him nothing but misery. He is ready to give up and retreat. It is in this context that Krishna introduces the revolutionary concept of nishkama karma, the art of selfless action. This is the secret weapon for fighting a hopeless battle. Nishkama karma is the principle of acting without attachment to the fruits of your labor. In simple terms, you do your duty to the best of your ability, but you completely surrender the outcome to a higher power. You fight the battle not to win, but because it is the right thing to do. Your focus shifts from the result, which is not in your control, to the quality of your action, which is entirely in your control. Let's break this down. In any hopeless battle, your suffering comes from one place: your attachment to a specific outcome. You are fighting to save your job or to win the argument or to beat the illness. Your mind is fixated on that one desired result. When it becomes clear that you cannot achieve that result, your mind collapses into despair. You think, what's the point? Krishna's answer is that the point is not the victory. The point is the fight itself. The fight is your sacred duty, your dharma. When you are standing up for what is right, when you are giving your absolute best effort against impossible odds, you are performing a powerful spiritual act. The universe is not judging you on whether you win or lose. It is judging you on the courage, integrity, and selflessness with which you fight. This changes everything. Imagine you are at work, fighting against a corrupt policy. You know you will probably be fired for speaking up. The old way of thinking says, don't do it, you'll lose. But the path of nishkama karma says, my duty is to speak the truth. My duty is to stand for what is right. Whether I get fired or not is irrelevant. That is the fruit of the action, and I am not entitled to it. My only right is to the action itself. Can you feel the shift? The fear of losing is instantly removed. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a practitioner of Dharma. You are acting from a place of immense inner power, completely liberated from the anxiety of the outcome. You may lose the job, but you will win a spiritual victory that is infinitely more valuable. you will have strengthened your character, purified your heart, and aligned yourself with the forces of truth in the universe. This is a victory that no one can ever take away from you. This is how you become spiritually invincible. The ultimate reveal is that the hopeless battle is a divine test. It is a carefully orchestrated scenario designed to force you to let go of your attachment to worldly results and find a deeper source of strength within yourself. The universe is asking you, will you still do the right thing, even if there is no reward? Will you still fight for truth, even if you are guaranteed to lose? When you can answer yes to that question, you have passed a major spiritual exam. You have graduated from being a player in the game of worldly success and failure to being an instrument of the divine will. The peace that comes from this state of being is unshakable. While others are tossed about by the waves of victory and defeat, you remain steady, anchored in the performance of your duty. You find a strange, sublime joy in the action itself, regardless of its outcome. This is the secret joy of the yogi. So look at your hopeless battle again. Reframe it. It is not a punishment. It is your personal Kurukshetra, your sacred field of action. Identify your duty. What is the most righteous, courageous, and loving action you can take, regardless of the consequences? That is your Dharma. Now, consciously and deliberately, surrender the result. Say to the universe, I will do my part. I will fight this battle with all my heart and all my integrity. The rest is up to you. Then, act. Pour all your energy into fighting the good fight. You will find a strength you never knew you had. You may not win the war, but you will win your own soul. And in the grand scheme of things, that is the only victory that truly matters. If you are facing an impossible fight and need the strength to carry on, follow our channel. We will continue to share Krishna's timeless wisdom that turns every battle into an opportunity for liberation.